Earlier this month, Shinzo Abe, the Prime Minister of Japan, was shot in a campaign rally in the city of Nara. This came as a huge shock to most of us since we view Japan as a peaceful country. What really happened there? Who killed Abe? And what role did the Unification Church play in his assassination? Let's analyze in this week's video. The police have given a statement that the suspected shooter targeted Abe because of his and his family's support to a political religious movement known as the Unification Church. 41-year-old Tatsuya Yamagami, the suspected shooter, is believed to have worked in a freight department of a factory in Kyoto until May this year. He told the police that his mother was a member of the Unification Church who attended the church's events regularly. He blamed his mother's donations to the organization for his family's eventual bankruptcy. Further, he held Abe's grandfather responsible for expanding the religious group in Japan, thus taking his revenge on his grandson. On Tuesday, the Unification Church confirmed that the mother of the suspect had been a church member since 1998 and the family suffered financial ruin around 2002. The church is currently cooperating with police to understand potential motives behind the assassination. So what exactly is the Unification Church? The Unification Church is known by many names such as the Family Federation for World Peace and Unification, or simply the Family Fed. It was founded in 1954 in South Korea by a man named Sung Myung Moon. This is why the group's members are sometimes known as Moonies. Keep in mind, however, that Moon was initially excommunicated by the mainstream Protestant churches. Now, Moon was believed to be a Korean messiah, and the church's beliefs are based on his book, The Divine Principle, which presents itself as a new revelation from God. The Divine Principle borrows a lot from the Bible, and the earliest manuscript was supposedly lost in North Korea during the Korean War. Nonetheless, Moon claimed to have been instructed by God to complete Jesus Christ's unfinished work on earth, and the movement gained peace thereafter upon moving to the US in the 1970s. However, Moon was convicted for tax evasion and served almost a year in prison there. His church was widely viewed as a cult at the time. Now, if you look at the group's official website, it's clear that family and God-centered marriage are central to the church's beliefs. Therefore, it is no surprise that the church is known for its mass weddings, sometimes held in sports stadiums. It is known as marriage blessing, in which couples dedicate or rededicate their marriage to a greater purpose and God. So how did the Unification Church in South Korea reach Japan? It is widely regarded that the church made its footprint in Japan around 1959 when missionaries were sent into the neighboring country. The church also began a footprint in the US around the 1915s. According to a research paper published by Hokkaido University, a man named Choi Bang-chun, an early disciple of Moon, entered Japan illegally in 1958 and initiated missionary activities. By 1964, the Unification Church in Japan, headed by the then chairman Osami Kuboki, was officially recognized as a religious institution. But the big question remains, what did Abe and his family have to do with Unification Church? Although not members themselves, Abe and his late grandfather Nobusuke Kishi publicly supported the church. Kishi, who served as Japanese Prime Minister between 1957 and 60, is said to have been involved with founding a political group linked to the religious body. Jeffrey J. Hall, a political expert, have said that the Unification Church has been involved in conservative politics in Japan since Abe's grandfather's era and has served as an important voter base for their party. The church also served as a reliable ally against communism during the Cold War. Unification Church worked with the Kishi faction of IDP, which later became the Abe faction. What do you think about a religious institution controlling the politics of a country? Is it good or bad? Comment your thoughts below. Thank you for watching. Like the video and subscribe to Cape Now.